From the innovative minds of Lances International School, we, Grade 10 students Sana Arora
and Rohan Rajesh,
are pleased to welcome you to Personal Project Exhibition 2022, where we aim to revolutionize the bright minds of the coming generation.
First of all, we'd like to take this opportunity to thank you all for joining us here today in this important celebration and allowing us to showcase our learning.
With sincere gratitude, we acknowledge the presence of Head of School, Mr. Yogesh Sinvani, Primary Principal, Ms. Annabelle Villamarine, school coordinators, teachers, parents, and students. We now invite you to enjoy a mesmerizing performance by our school choir.
As your hosts for the day, allow us to take you through the events. This year's MYP Year 5 students, including us, have journeyed here through countless hardships and obstacles in the personal project journey. And today we are here to show you our innovative ideas that we claim can change the world.
The personal project is ours, to follow our passion, our calling, and do what we want to do. It can be expressed as an exclamation mark at the end of MYP experience to indulge in our passion and demonstrate our skills by referring to approaches to learning. After rigorous work and sleepless nights, we present to you the innovative ideas of MYP Grade 5.
Now, this was not an easy journey, and for that, we have our caring, compassionate, and knowledgeable supervisors, and the MYP coordinator, Ms. Lilith Harutyunyan, and the personal project coordinator, Ms. Olga Isaac, to thank for all their extended support and guidance. And now, dear guests, we will play a short recording of all the students' products that communicate the gist of their learning goal and product. So please welcome our MYP Year 5 students.
To start off, we have Akhila Poliseti, who's keen on addressing the modern fashion by juxtaposing it with the fashion of the 1700s. Over to you, Akhila.
Good morning everyone, I am Akhila Poliseti and I welcome you to Personal Project Exhibition 2022. So, when I decided to choose fashion for my personal project, I wanted to make a fashion history research specifically, and I wanted to study the 18th century fashion because I was astonished how the fashion evolved throughout the century due to multiple events shaping it and changing it throughout. And moreover, through my personal project, I also wanted to spread awareness, and I decided that I wanted to specifically advocate against the body image issues and societal misconceptions going on around, because I've seen my younger cousin suffer due to body image issues and also developed eating disorders due to society standardizing beauty. And moreover, I also wanted to enrich my knowledge about the subject, and I met with doctors, psychologists, psychiatrists, and combine all the knowledge above into my book Subtly Yet Strong. And lastly, I also wanted to create a miniature dress based on the theoretical knowledge of my 18th century and put it into practical application. If you want to know more about the 18th century fashion, or just want to read a few pages along with me of my book Subtly Yet Strong, or you want to understand how I created my miniature dress, do stop by my breakout room. I hope to see you soon and interacting with you. Have a good day.
Up next, we have Kevin Sharma, who dedicated his time in creating an app that spreads awareness about diabetes. Please welcome Kevin Sharma with his project, Diabeto.
I am Kevin Sharma. For my personal project, I have developed an app that informs the user about diabetes by talking about various aspects of the disease. I was diagnosed with diabetes when I was just 6 years old, and hence the subject is very dear and important to me, which is why I have developed my project around this. My app explains to one how to manage a diabetic lifestyle and talks about a few habits that could help improve this lifestyle. After many findings, I was glad to see that my product was the first such mobile application to cover this subject. This project greatly improved my research and app making skills on the MIT App Inventor. The project made me realize the importance of time management, and I would say that by working on this project, I have greatly enhanced that skill.
I'm now pleased to welcome Rohan Rajesh. Rohan is intrigued by the applications of music and has hence produced a full studio album and a complimentary website. Without further ado, here's a look at Rohan's product.
I have heard that darkness is only the absence of light. I believe in that I finally discovered why I have spent my life less afraid of the dark and more afraid of the light. I befriend the absence because the one thing that darkness cannot do that light can is leave.
Hi everyone, I'm Rohan and I hope you enjoyed that trailer of my music album and website. Music has always been one of my prime interests since I started music way back in the 3rd grade when I learned to play the piano. However, in light of the coronavirus over the past 2 years and a lot of free time on my hands, I have developed my music passion and sense further into a stage where I can now produce original compositions on FL Studios. Additionally, the MYP personal project has also helped me ascertain my future regarding music. With my personal project, I wanted to learn and develop my proficiency in music production and also relay my knowledge to others using the free production course on my website, because in my opinion, knowledge is power, and power is definitely amplified through music. Now, throughout the process of creating my product, I faced a lot of technical issues, such as losing out over 75% of my FL Studio project files. However, I persevered on, and now I have 13 original compositions that you can check out on all streaming platforms and my website. So if you are a fan of good music, come on over to my breakout room so you can learn more about my product. Thank you. Moving on, we now have Sana Arora. Sana has been passionate about chemistry and decided to create an app that allows her users to understand different scientific concepts by means of experiments. Let's have an insight of the work she has done.
The beauty of chemistry is that I can design my own molecular world. Hello everyone, my name is Sana Arora and I'm ecstatic to be sharing my personal project with all of you present here today. Chemistry is a subject that has continued to intrigue me my whole life. It is a subject I'm drawn towards and something I'm very passionate about. My friends, on the other hand, find chemistry to be quite monotonous because of the amount of theoretical knowledge that one needs to mug up. It is true that in chemistry there's a lot of content such as elements, substances, properties, and etc. that one needs to completely assimilate. But I think it undermines the fact just how innovative and creative the subject is. Looking at the issue in hand, I try to come up with innovative solutions that make education or make learning more collaborative and fun. That is when I remembered learning about empiricism. Empiricism is the theory of learning different concepts or obtaining knowledge by the means of visual representations. Experiments are something that I've also personally used to learn different scientific concepts. I myself am a visual learner. I need an exact mental picture of what is going on in the concept to be able to assimilate it. And experimentology, my website, my product, originated from the idea of empiricism itself. Now, talking a little about my product, experimentology is a website that explains different scientific concepts by the means of experiments. I have videos and lab reports of each and every concept that I've personally learned, and I try to innovate it and I try to implement all of my understanding to create an investigation that allows my audience to completely understand the subject. For example, when we talk about rate of reaction versus surface area, I have a video that showcases some visual representations for my audience to view, as well as lab reports, which is a thorough experiment that my audience can carry out to be able to obtain that visual understanding. Hence, I believe that my product was very satisfactory and very innovative, something that was out of the box and something that hopefully intrigues you guys as much as it intrigued me. So I hope to see you in my breakout room. Thank you. Rohani here has also created a work of literature that communicates the difficulties that are faced by a student with autism in the present-day education system. Here is a glimpse of her project.
Hello, my name is Rohani, and my personal project focuses on the neurodevelopmental condition autism spectrum disorder. Autism is definitely something that's very, very personal to me since my own elder brother is diagnosed with it. I think it's safe to say that I have my fair share of experience observing the different challenges that autistic people face, as well as the ways in which the people around them can make their lives easier or tougher. Due to this, I wanted to spread awareness on ways to include autistic students in a school environment. In order to do this in a manner that is unique to me, I created 3 online guidebooks with handwritten text and hand-drawn illustrations. So, if you're a primary schooler, a middle or high schooler, or a teacher, then I hope you'll join my breakout room.
Next off, we have Dev Sharma, who developed an app to radicalize the impact of animal shelters by allowing citizens to rescue stray animals.
In today's day and age, technology is constantly being used to solve the problems around us. And for my personal project, I wanted to harness this power of technology to solve a problem close to my heart. During the lockdown, my family adopted a dog, and the experience of raising a pet really opened my eyes to the condition of animals in India. India has the highest number of stray dogs across the globe, and it relies heavily on shelters and volunteers to provide food and medicine for these dogs. By leveraging the interconnectedness of smartphones, I developed an app to connect existing shelters with injured or stray animals across Gurgaon. The app, Gurgaon Animal Care, allows you to take pictures, send reports, learn more about animal first aid, and connect to local shelters through the click of a button. The process of creating this app took 5 months of research, coding, and more sleepless nights than I'd like to admit. But at the end of it all, I learned invaluable skills about app development, database management, mail APIs, and creating good UI design. But the most important part for me was that I could do all of this while supporting a cause that I genuinely cared about. I'm Dev Sharma, and if any of you want to know more about my project or my motivations, I look forward to seeing you in my breakout room. Thank you.
Next up, we have Arav Rana, who has directed and produced an amazing film that captures the tragedy of racism through a thrilling plot and visuals to accompany them.
Personal project has affected my learning by a lot, Ever since I was a little child, I was always into movies and I soon got interested into filmmaking and acting. So for Personal Project 2022, I decided to direct and write my own short film. The movie is called Odyssey and it's based on racism, as racism is like a massive problem these days and it needs to be resolved. Here's a little glimpse of it.
One rule. No violence.
I can't believe it.
Darkness on Red Productions.
Next up, driven by her passion for literature, Sabina created a novel that is adapted from the movie Dead Poets Society. Without further ado, presenting to you Sabina Singh, everyone.
Hi, my name's Sabina, and for my personal project, I wanted to shed some light on an issue that many students and young adults are currently facing. That is the suppressed value of choice, and the freedom to follow your passion rather than pursue a career or path that you don't want to follow but are being coerced to anyways. In order to showcase my goal, I created a novel adapted from the film Dead Poets Society, directed by Peter Weir, as I felt the message that I was trying to entail was very clear and precisely presented throughout the film that I tried to incorporate in my writing as well. Writing this novel was one of the most enjoyable parts for me when working on this project, as structuring and creating my adaptation allowed me to gain some more knowledge and engulf on a new interest in cinematography and provide me with the space to challenge myself and create a film to book adaptation rather than it being the other way around. Working on this project also taught me the moral values of creating your own path in life and how not doing so can take a toll on your mental health, which became of vital importance for me to know and keep in my life. To know a bit more about my project, please feel free to join me in the breakout room. I'll see you then.
We have yet another amazing product relating to music by Yash Singhal. Yash's product details various global issues through 5 creative songs.
Hi, I'm Yash. I just wanted to tell you a little bit about my personal project. It was a 5-song EP, and it's been in development for a couple months, and I love making every part of it. I love the personal project. I love going through the entire journey, and I'm just excited to showcase it now in this exhibition, which is what I'm going to be doing. I hope you enjoy this little video that I've prepared. Music can be defined simply as a set of frequencies. My passion for it, however, stems way deeper. My personal project was more than just a school project. I've wanted to publish quality music that I love for a long time, and well, I finally did. Whether you like music or don't, I've tried to put something in there for everyone. Inspired by what calls out to me, I went on a journey, and this was the product. An EP of 5 songs, each unique and addicting in their own way, covering the entire spectrum. I am so proud of what it is. And after countless hours and sleepless nights, I present to you A World on Fire. I look forward to seeing you in my breakout room. Red skies, are we living in hell or are these red skies? Must I face the facts and move on?
Up next, we have Vedant Kabra, who has completely reworked the essence of car parking.
Hello everyone, I am Vedant Kabra, and for my personal project, I have developed an app called Park and Go, connecting to the parking bays in the malls. The motive for selecting this as my personal project was the unorganized and exasperating system of organizations in busy malls. An example of this is Ambience Mall. As one of the busiest malls in the city, there's always a traffic or a never-ending line to the parking. Therefore, I decided to use technology and innovation to develop an app that would address the unorganized horrific system to a substantially more efficient method of organization. And though this is a prototype app, this may give a clearer blueprint of what may come in the future of parking lots. One of the most important things I have learned whilst doing this project is further advancing my app development skills on the MIT App Inventor and how to create a professional app in the future. This has also helped me improve my creativity and critical thinking skills as I have overcome challenges and further enhanced the aesthetics of the app. I also believe the most enjoyable detail about making this app was coding it. In my opinion, this app is a win-win for everyone. Firstly, it is a win for the users as it allows them to get to their parking spot in less of a hustle. It is a win for the mall owners as the cost of maintaining the parking lots would be less. And in a small way, it is a win for the environment as it helps contribute to SDG 11, Sustainable Cities and Communities, by reducing the fuel consumed in reaching to the parking lot. Thank you.
We now have Manya's film, which focuses on the stresses of the modern world on the youth, which can have an adverse effects on someone's mental health.
Hi everyone, I'm Manya Arora and I'm here to talk about my personal project. So starting with my learning goal was to achieve successful communication, drama skills along with true leadership qualities. My product goal was to achieve a successful screenplay which conveys my message of mental health and effect of social pressures on teenagers these days, primarily during online classes. I feel that my process did full justice to my goals as communication was key, as I had to convince the students to participate, and then moving on with my play, I had to explain them the whole product and the goal behind it. Also, I feel I discovered this difference between true leadership qualities and being dominating, and I feel that what is most important here is being patient. Moving on, the part that I enjoyed the most was researching about drama skills and then inculcating those skills with my students, as that helped us connect with each other and also learn a lot of new things. I feel my product shows few issues which all of us face these days. Also, if you guys do face these issues, I would like you all to join me in the breakout room. And also there are some fun activities and also solutions which could help us go through some pressures as well. Thank you.
Coming up, we have Kriti Sinha, who has created a wonderful podcast that follows a narrative that captures all kinds of teenage hardships.
My name is Kriti Sinha and I'll be talking about my personal project, for which I created a podcast, but not just a podcast. It has a story to tell. It was based off school shooting and is dedicated to young teenagers facing their difficult lives. I want every teenager to know that they should not suffer in silence and they should ask out for help. This project has given me the opportunity of self-learning, as I've developed many skills like sound designing to outline my podcast. It all started in the summer of 2021, where I created sound for a video, after which I gained an interest and decided to link it with a personal project. I picked up a social issue and created this product. I thoroughly enjoyed the creative process, and I made up my mind to pursue this interest, in which I realized that I can make a difference, and this is a great discovery. I want my example to inspire others to find their calling and feel proud of their work. Join me in my breakout room to know more about my personal project. Thank you.
We hope you're enjoying our presentations.
So let's take a break and enjoy this dance performance by Sana Arora.
We bring to you Hugo Alberto's product, an ebook to spread awareness on hearing impairment.
My name is Hugo Alberto, and I'm talking about my personal project. So during the initial brainstorming phases, when I was thinking of what topic I should go forth with, there are two factors I kept in mind. Number one, it had to be a topic that interested and intrigued me. This was a necessity, as it's going to be a topic that I'll be working on for the next few months. Number two, I wanted it to be a topic that could not only impact me, but the others around me. So after bouncing back and forth between different ideas, the topic I finally settled on was people with hearing disabilities. The reason why I settled on this topic is that I feel like the knowledge we can gain is not solely factual, but also can be applied into our daily lives. So I created an ebook, which helps shorten the boundary between us and people with hearing disabilities. Other than all the factual knowledge I gained, I've also been able to identify points that I lack in. Number one was self-management. I know myself that if I had spread out my work and managed my time more wisely, this task wouldn't have been such a burden towards me. Going forward, I know to prioritize this topic as it's something that's crucial for my success. Thank you, and I hope to see you in my breakout room.
Moving on, we have Elika Singh, who has written a digital book on self-esteem and self-confidence.
I'm Elika, and I'm here to talk to you about my personal project this year. Now, before finding a concrete theme to go in depth with, I had to go on a small journey of self-discovery through activities and worksheets. I narrowed it down to 3 themes. After much consideration and self-reflection, I chose self-confidence because it was the most personal to me. I have struggled with self-confidence my entire life, and probably beyond, whether it's performing in front of a live audience or speaking up for myself. As a child, I never had a specific reference or inspiration projecting this particular theme. I had to rely on people, and I was not able to fully understand how to personalize this quality, which would be needed severely later in life. Through my personal project, I was able to discover the preferences of my target audience, which are children ages 3 to 7. Their inspiration or role models in this technological and pandemic lifestyle. Some of the skills I acquired were problem-solving skills by searching in ways in which I could present self-confidence to a younger audience, communication skills, finding ways to communicate the moral of my story in a product and making it subtle. Creative thinking skills by digitally drawing unique characters and plots that would appeal to my target audience. I hope to see you guys in my breakout room. Bye for now!
Next up, we have Kaizen Jen, who has theorized a self-sustaining hydrophonic system. So over to you, Kaizen.
Hello everyone, I am Kaizen Jen, and for my personal project, I chose to assemble together a working model of a hydroponic system. When I was initially proposed the idea for the personal project, I somehow immediately found myself diverted towards the IB global context and IB principles. One such global context that came out to me in particular was globalization and sustainability. Globalization and sustainability was a global context going over the sustainable usage of resources leading to better global status environmentally and economically. When I was younger, I had heard about the topic hydroponics, which is the topic I chose for my personal project before. However, it was just in brief. Years later, I find myself recollecting the same thought, however this time with the opportunity to recreate it and show it in my own way. Hydroponics, in layman terms, is a simple, more sustainable, efficient, and artificial way of agriculture. During the project, I found myself realizing many things and developing a various skill set I did not quite expect by the personal project. One such skill set I particularly developed was patience and maintenance. The entire project, based on agriculture or plantation, is something that requires constant maintenance and patience to actually see good yield. I truly developed my sense of patience, which I was lacking before. Besides that, I also learned how to manage my time well, how to maintain things, and how to have self-management skills. This project has definitely surprised me in a positive way and helped me grow as a person. I am ecstatic to share with you more about my topic on the day of the personal project exhibition. Thank you.
Moving along, we have Dishika Khanna with an environmentally friendly project that recycles denim waste.
You might wonder why I chose this project. The complete focus was to give a kickstart to my passion for designing as well as to do something for our environment. Hello everyone, this is me, Dishika Khanna, and I am going to present to you my project on the topic designing and recycling on denim waste. The goal of my project is to use my designing skills and create a range of products from the denim waste, making the product more widely acceptable and at the same time carbon neutral. Unfortunately, millions of tons of textiles are discarded every year. In China alone, around 20 millions of tons of textiles are discarded every year. Also, I've always had a fantasy for designing my own clothes and accessories that led me to the thought of creating my own designs and learning the latest trends and specifics. I must add, I just love the whole process, right from the planning to designing and so on. Designing is a never-ending process, and I got completely involved in that process of refining my own skills and knowledge. The next step of my process will be to dedicate more time and effort, understand the management skills and the marketing process. Here is a brief about my video. Hope you like it.
Next up, Pranjal Sharma's product showcases his craftsmanship through the handmade dream catchers that he's made.
Hello, my name is Pranjal Sharma, and for my personal project, I'm making and selling handcrafted dream catchers and donating all the money earned to a children's NGO known as Sunsheel. While feeling concern for the plight of needy children is admirable, finding solutions is even better. These children suffer from a variety of problems on a daily basis, including hunger, homelessness, and abuse. Helping these children can elevate their physical and emotional well-being, leaving them better prepared for adulthood. Sunsheel organization has more than 800 underprivileged children and senior citizens under the wing. Now I know what you're wondering. Why dream catchers? Well, dream catchers are not just a home decoration product, they can also make your dreams come true. So, dream as if you live forever, and I hope to see you in my breakout room.
Next in order, we have Ruhan Bhalla, whose product helps spread awareness on the wonderful work local dog shelters do.
Hi, I'm Ruhan, and today I'm here to take you guys through my personal project. It is a web application that allows users to donate to shelters, sponsor dogs individually, and also receive updates on the progress. Having been looking to adopt a dog myself, I was intrigued by the idea of helping out dog shelters. While communicating with people at the dog shelters, I noticed that many of the shelters were in poor condition and were not widely known in the localities. As a result of COVID restrictions, there was no access to the shelters via physical means either. I therefore wanted to create an online platform. To do so, I had to learn how to code, find shelters that were willing to collaborate with me, and visit them even in COVID restrictions. During the process of learning how to code and develop an application, I had to learn a variety of skills, such as inputting data into a Firebase, backend coding, and learning how to design a navigable UI. Here, have a look at my product. Here, this is the home page of my application. Here you can log in, register, skip. You can register with your Google account as well. Once you're logged in, you will come to the home page and you will see your video playing automatically. This is the information tab. This is the donate to a specific shelter and how you can donate. Like 400 rupees can sponsor an anti-rabies vaccine. Here you can check out some of our new shelter dogs. These are live dogs from shelters which are updated from the database they provide us. Here you can donate and help shelter animals through a payment gateway that I coded and designed myself. Here you can see shelters anywhere near you. These are our shelter and aid partners. Once you click on view shelters on map, this will automatically take your location and guide you through where your nearest shelter is. Thank you. This is the second part of my product. This is a website which has the same functions and elements as the application and is codependent on the user data provided by the application, like the payment ID and stuff. So here you can see it has a more open and free layout. These are real-time dogs from shelters which are updated live from the database. Here there are promotions for the application and there's a contact us page. You can also download the application from the website itself. From here, this will get you the APK file. The most enjoyable part about my process was being able to meet adorable dogs at the shelters and acquiring new skills such as coding and developing an application. I can't describe the happiness I felt when my app and website compiled for the first time without any errors and received positive feedback. I hope to see you guys soon in my breakout room.
Moving on, we have Maisha Khanna, who aspired to spread knowledge about mental health through a powerful film.
I'm very passionate about social issues from a young age, so I created a short film based on one of these issues, which is considered to be a taboo in our country. Our society is not very open-minded about these issues, but slowly, as the country is developing, so are the people. Mental health issues is something everyone has, whether it's anxiety, OCD, PTSD, or more, but no one really talks about it. So my main goal was to normalize mental health discussions in India. To do so, I conducted various interviews and surveys with professionals to develop my knowledge about the topic. Then with that knowledge, I created a short persuasive film for my personal project. This film highlights a girl's life who's going through so much every day, and then she finally learns to overcome everything that comes her way. This is a realistic film, and the students might have faced at least one of the issues the girl faces in the film. I hope you enjoy my personal project, and if someone watching this is going through anything, you can always talk to me. I'm here to listen.
We now have Tia Sharma, who worked on creating a website focused on healthy lifestyles.
My name is Tia Sharma and today I will be talking about my personal project. To start off, I brainstormed many ideas such as making beats, space animations, etc. But then I settled on one, which was Healthy Living website. This was the most personal to me because my friend recently fell sick during the pandemic and I was also under lockdown conditions, so I decided to base my entire personal project over healthy living. I was able to help those in need because of my personal project and those who are looking for a more healthy lifestyle during the pandemic or even after. I acquired many skills such as research skills because I had to research about my personal project and actually know what healthy living means. I also acquired thinking skills because I had to think about my personal project and filter the information which was given to me according to my target audience, which is teenagers. I also used time management skills because I had to manage my time in order to complete my work by deadlines. Out of all the skills I acquired, these are just some of them. Thank you for your time and I hope you have a great day and a healthy life. Thank you.
Welcoming Rayan. He aimed to make learning more collaborative and engaging by creating a board games about amino acids.
Hello, my name is Ryan and I'm from grade 10. For my personal project, I made a board game. The main reason why I chose to make a board game is for self-development. Before the project, my creativity level was embarrassingly low, to say the least, and I wanted to change this. Hence, voila, a board game. In the process of making my board game, I realized that if I actually make an effort, I can be very creative. I used to be scared of art, but now I can confidently try my hand at it. The best part about creating this board game was the part where I had to design the components of the board game, because that is when my creativity actually came into play.
And that concludes our presentation. I feel like we've gotten a lot done today.
And as Steve Jobs once said, we are here to put a dent in the universe, otherwise why even be here? And I definitely feel that MYP5 has left their mark today.
I agree, Rohan. And on that high note, we would now request you to return to the main session where you can join breakout rooms to have a one-on-one interaction with all of the MYP5 year students.